Imagine a man, orphaned at 9, leaving his homeland of Ireland to start anew in America, only to rise as one of the most courageous leaders in the bloodiest conflict in U.S. history. This is the story of Colonel Patrick Kelly, a Brooklyn merchant turned Civil War hero, who led the legendary Irish Brigade into the heart of the Battle of Gettysburg. From the Wheatfield at Gettysburg to the Bloody Lane at Antietam, Kelly's fearless leadership and unyielding resolve earned him the respect of generals and the unwavering loyalty of his men. But his story doesn't end there. After surviving some of the war's most brutal battles, Kelly's luck would finally run out in a moment of unparalleled bravery. In this video, we'll uncover the life and legacy of Colonel Patrick Kelly, a man whose heroism has been lost to time but deserves to be remembered. Why did his death leave hardened veterans weeping like children? And how did his leadership shape the fate of the Irish Brigade? Stick around as we bring this forgotten hero back into the light. This is a story of courage, sacrifice, and the unbreakable spirit of a man who fought for his adopted country. Don't miss it. Stick around as we uncover the life and legacy of Colonel Patrick Kelly, a man whose heroism has been lost to time, but deserves to be remembered. Born in 1821 in Castle Hackett, County Galway, Patrick Kelly's life was marked by hardship from the start. Orphaned at just 9 years old, he emigrated to New York in 1850, seeking a better life. By the outbreak of the American Civil War, Kelly was a widowed Brooklyn merchant with little to tie him to civilian life. In 1861, he enlisted as a private in the 69th New York Militia, but his natural leadership quickly shone through. Promoted to lieutenant, Kelly fought at the Battle of Bull Run, proving his mettle on the battlefield. When Thomas Francis Meagher began raising the Irish Brigade, he offered Kelly the rank of lieutenant colonel in the 88th New York Infantry. Kelly accepted, stepping into a role that would define his legacy. Kelly's first major test came at the Battle of Fair Oaks in June 1862. Leading the 88th New York into combat, he demonstrated the courage and tactical skill that would become his hallmark. Described by his officers as handsome, with a noble forehead, brilliant black eyes, and a dark complexion, Kelly was more than just a striking figure. He was a born leader. His reputation grew during the Peninsula Campaign, but it was at the Battle of Antietam that Kelly faced one of his greatest challenges. In the infamous Bloody Lane, he lost a third of his men in brutal close-quarters combat. Yet, Kelly's resolve never wavered. His men followed him not out of duty, but out of sheer admiration for his bravery. At Fredericksburg, Kelly's leadership reached new heights. During the doomed assault on the stone wall, the Irish Brigade suffered devastating losses, with half its men falling in the fight. General Meagher, rarely at a loss for words, struggled to describe Kelly's courage, calling it beyond description. By the time of Gettysburg, Kelly had been promoted to colonel. On the second day of the battle, he led the Irish Brigade into the Wheatfield, a chaotic and bloody struggle that tested even the most seasoned soldiers. Kelly's calm under fire and unwavering presence inspired his men to hold the line against overwhelming odds. After Gettysburg, Kelly continued to lead the Irish Brigade through the Bristoe Station and Mine Run campaigns. But as the war dragged on, the toll became unbearable. At Cold Harbor in June 1864, Kelly once again took command of the brigade after its commander, Colonel Richard Burns, was mortally wounded. Just days later, during the assault on Petersburg, Kelly's luck ran out. Leading his men from the front, as he always did, he was struck down while charging into enemy fire. General Hancock lamented the loss of the gallant commander, while Kelly's men wept openly, their grief a testament to the deep bond he shared with his soldiers. In his honor, the Army of the Potomac named a fortification Fort Patrick Kelly, ensuring his name would live on in the annals of history. Colonel Patrick Kelly was more than just a soldier. He was a symbol of resilience, courage, and leadership. Born in Ireland, forged in America, and immortalized on the battlefield, Kelly's story is one of sacrifice and heroism. Yet over time, his legacy has faded into obscurity. In this video, we remember Colonel Patrick Kelly, a man who gave everything for his adopted country and the men he led. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to EyeRich History for more untold stories of courage and sacrifice. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our next video. Until next time, keep exploring the past with us. History is waiting.